the expectation on us was too high. People were expecting so much from us. And maybe after 7 years, we haven't done to their expectation. Only God knows what is in somebody's mind. Or as a human being, you cannot say that you are right or we have done what we should. So the government, they have really tried, the administration. They have done their best, but maybe it's still not the best to others. To them, they have done their best. So only God knows. So we must apologize to Nigerians, whether we have met up with the expectation or not. So
What's good, African family? Welcome back to the African Wahala. That was a quick clip of the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari. First and foremost, I need you to do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you like the content. Now, the First Lady, she was basically apologizing to Nigerians. That interview was conducted by BBC Pidgin about 2 months ago or 1 month ago. And she was apologizing on behalf of her husband. Hey, you guys, please forgive my husband. Forgive this administration. They did not meet up with your expectations in certain aspects. And in all fairness, it's not easy being a leader. Being a leader is a double-edged sword. No matter what you do, you are not going to what's the word now? You're not going to make everybody happy. That's how it is. But when you are a leader and 90% of your activities are criminality, then that's a different ballgame entirely. So Aisha Buhari, this same lady that is portraying herself as a decent human being, as someone that is homely, that is truthful, that comes out to criticize her husband's administration whenever it's necessary. She used the state police, it's called the DSS, Department of Secret Service, whatever it means, to arrest and torture a young man, a university final year student that criticized her because he was frustrated. And the criticism was this. Aisha Buhari, she looks a little bit overweight, basically fat. And it seems like she has eaten the funds of the Nigerian state while in power. I'm going to show you one photograph that made that guy criticize Aisha Buhari. So if you look at this photo, this is a bunch of photographs of Aisha Buhari and her family, her children, graduating from United Kingdom universities. As you can see, these are happy people. United Kingdom has some very good universities, and that's where they all schooled, all the kids of Buhari, right? Because obviously they can afford it. Now, at the same time, while these people are graduating from these universities, all the federal universities in Nigeria have been on a strike for 9 months or 10 months now. It's been since February of 2022. So it's understandable for any student that is affected by that strike to be frustrated when they see the family of the First Lady and the President posting pictures on social media of their family members graduating from UK universities. It's understandable, right? So this guy goes ahead and posts a tweet criticizing Aisha about, man, you're looking a little bit overweight. It seems like you have somehow, eaten the money, because when you got into power, you were looking much more slimmer. Now you look fat and fresh. Those are the kind of words we use in Nigeria. Now, Aisha goes ahead, uses the DSS to arrest this young man. He was taken away from school randomly at some maybe 12 noon, according to the article, which was eventually verified. He was taken away from Bauchi State and then taken all the way to Abuja, about 700 kilometers away. Tortured. According to the story, he was taken to the presence of Aisha Buhari. So she was right there while he was being tortured. The first lady of Nigeria, the wife of the president of Nigeria. She was there while police officers tortured a citizen because the citizen called her fat on Twitter. That's what happened. So after the torture, he was thrown in a cell for about a week. He had no contact with his family members. Nobody knew where he was for many days. And then eventually he was given an opportunity to call his father. I believe he's still in detention as we speak because SERAP, which is basically, Amnesty International Nigeria, has put out a statement calling for the immediate release. And this statement was released about 2 days ago. So I believe that this guy is still in detention. His name is Aminu Muhammed. He was arrested and severely beaten for allegedly insulting the First Lady. Now, this same First Lady, so-called First Lady, your First Lady, because she's not my First Lady. Buhari is not my president. Aisha is not my First Lady. These people are rogues. I can't give you that respect of being a president, a First Lady, if I know that you're nothing but a criminal, a rogue, and a thief. Okay, if you're someone that violates human rights, you meet all those criteria of a terrorist. Forget it. You have no respect from people like me. All right. Especially when we also know that you rigged elections to get into that position of power, then you are a nobody. Sorry, no respect for you. Okay. And in my opinion, you need to be investigated and thrown in prison. People like Aisha Buhari, people like Buhari, and the rest of those guys in the cabinet. That's what's supposed to happen to them in a normal society. But in Nigeria, eventually, a guy like Buhari with his long criminal track history, a lady like Aisha Buhari with her long criminal track history, they are going to be referred to as elder statesmen, heroes. In fact, you can even see some. I'm going to show you guys a comment of one of the people that had something to say. So check out this comment real quick. This guy here says, Nkiru, that is this person's name, Nkiru Ogbuli. It says, "Oh, beautiful mama, I will remember you for being courageous and bold and always on the side of the people. Governance in Nigeria is hard. It is not what you see, you take type of thing. God bless the whatever." So people are being emotionally manipulated to love these characters like Aisha Buhari because they feel like, oh man, Aisha Buhari, she supports the people. She's always down for the people. So we have to love and respect her. And she's a beautiful mama. But that same beautiful mama and her family members are enjoying the benefits of foreign countries. Aisha literally lives in the United Arab Emirates, in Dubai. She's been living there for years. The entire population of Nigeria knows this. Her husband, Buhari, he spends easily half of the year outside of Nigeria. Just like it is in Cameroon. In Cameroon, they have Paul Biya. Biya recently celebrated 40 years of being in power. But he spends more than 6 months every single year in France and Switzerland, enjoying the good amenities, enjoying good hospitals and all that good stuff. Meanwhile, in Cameroon, they have absolutely nothing. And that is the same case in Nigeria. Buhari, the president, He just randomly, puts out a tweet, or has one of his social media people put out a tweet and tell Nigerians that, listen, I'm going to the UK for a routine medical checkup, and I will be back in 3 weeks' time. All expenses paid for by Nigeria. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, there is no quality hospital, healthcare infrastructure, nothing. But the president has the guts to tell Nigerians that I'm going to be using your resources to fly down to the UK, enjoy the good medical infrastructure that they have over there, and I'll be back in 3 weeks' time. And my wife, by the way, she lives in Dubai on your bill. That is Nigeria. And that is the Nigerian wahala. And by extension, that is the African wahala, because the same thing happens in many other countries. So the bottom line is, people like Aisha Buhari, they are rogues. Okay, they deserve no respect. They are supposed to be investigated and maybe thrown in prison after they are found guilty for their crimes. But will that happen? Most likely not. But one reason why I like social media is that it gives us an avenue to express our frustrations to the rest of the world, to have you understand the reasons why we are where we are as African people, at the bottom of the food chain. It's not only as a result of the Western world, China, subjugating African people, preventing African people from maximizing their potentials. That's not all what it is. It's mostly internal. The people that are in the position of leadership are nothing but absolute rogues. And it is their job to keep you subjugated, to violate your human rights. Yeah? Violate your human rights, use all your resources, and if you complain, you're going to be arrested by the DSS and tortured. That's how it works. But social media has given a lot of us the opportunity to call them out, keep holding them accountable, and we're going to see where this ends up. So thank you for this quick live stream from the African Wahala. Click on the like button, subscribe, share the video. Peace.